Hello students, I am Prajakta Sarvade. In last video, I have started third unit immunology from paper number 8. In today's video, we will study about humoral and cellular immunity or immune response and antigen. Let's start with humoral immunity. It is also known as antibody mediated immunity. Humoral immunity, named for the fluids or humors of the body, is based on the action of soluble proteins called antibodies that occur in the body fluids and on the plasma membranes of B lymphocytes. Circulating antibodies bind to bacteria, toxins, and extracellular viruses, neutralizing them or tagging or marking them for destruction by mechanisms like toxin neutralization, viral neutralization, adherence inhibition, parasitic infections control, opsonization, immune complex formation, etc. The antigen antibody interaction is a bimolecular association. The in vivo interactions that occur in vertebrate animals are absolutely essential in protecting the animal against the continuous attack of viruses, microorganisms and their products, certain macromolecules and cancer cells. All it means circulating antibodies in the body fluids and on plasma membrane, they bind to foreign substance and neutralize them or tag them or mark that substance for destruction by some mechanisms like toxin neutralization, viral neutralization, adherence inhibition, etc. This mechanism is very essential for protection of animals. Next point is cell-mediated immunity, CMI. During the time that B cells are actively responding to antigens, the T cell portion of the immune system is equally active. The responses of T cells, however, are considered cell-mediated immunities. These reactions are among the most complex and diverse in the immune system. They involve several subsets of T cells that differ in the types of CD receptors and the precise actions they have against foreign antigens and cells. It means when B cells are actively responding to the antigens, that time T cell portion is also equally active. And several types of T cells are involved in this immunity. These types are based on difference in CD receptors and specific actions have against antigens and cells. Next point, T cells are restricted. Before they can be activated, they must have the antigen offered by an MHC complex on an APC to ensure recognition of self. All produce cytokines that working together have a spectrum of biological effects and immune functions. MHC means major histocompatibility complex that binds peptide fragments derived from pathogens and display them on cell surface for recognition. APC means antigen presenting cell that enables a T lymphocyte to recognize an antigen and mount immune response. Next point, the T cells have other notable differences in function from B cell. Rather than releasing antibodies to control foreign antigens, the whole T cell reacts directly in contact with other cells rather than by secretion of molecules into circulation. T cells also stimulate other T cells, B cells and phagocytes. Let's start with new subpoint from this unit, that is antigens. Antigens are also known as immunogens. Let's see some definitions of antigen. Antigen is defined as any substance which stimulates the production of an antibody and reacts specifically with it when injected into the body. Non-self foreign substances such as proteins, nucleoproteins, polysaccharides and some glycoproteins to which lymphocytes respond are called as antigen. Some antigens may not induce antibodies but may lead to cell-mediated immunity. Antigens provoke a highly specific immune response, which involve the formation of antibodies or highly specialized T cells. Antigenic determinant. It is also known as epitope. The smallest unit of antigenicity is known as the antigenic determinant. This is the small area on the antigen having a specific chemical structure and configuration. Antigens possesses a number of determinant group of sites. The 31 determinant group has a size of about 25 to 35 angstrom and molecular weight of 400 to 1000. Here we see epitope on antigen. Determinants of antigenicity. It contains size, chemical nature, susceptibility to tissue enzymes, foreignness, antigenic specificity. Antigenic specificity contains specific species specificity, isospecificity, autospecificity, organ specificity, heterogenetic specificity. First is size. Antigenicity depends on the molecular size. Very large molecules such as hemocyanins have molecular weight 6.7 million Daltons, are highly antigenic, and particles with low molecular weight less than 10,000 Daltons are non-antigenic. It means the higher molecular size are highly antigenic and the lower molecular size are lower antigenic or non-antigenic. Second point is chemical nature. Most antigens are proteins and polysaccharides. Lipids and nucleic acids are less antigenic. Their antigenicity is enhanced by combination with proteins. However, not all proteins are antigenic. Example, gelatin is a protein but not antigenic. It has been suggested that the presence of an aromatic radicals is essential for antigenicity. Example for this is tyrosine amino acid. Third point is susceptibility to tissue enzymes. The substances which are metabolized and are susceptible to the action of tissue enzymes behave as antigens. Antigens introduced into the body are degraded by intracellular enzymes and phagocytes into fragments. The substances which are not susceptible to enzymes, example polystyrene, latex, polypeptide containing D amino acids, are not antigenic. Polypeptides containing L amino acids are antigenic, which are metabolized. Fourth point is foreignness. Only antigens which are foreign to the body induce an immune response. An individual does not normally mount an immune response against its own an individual does not normally mount an immune response against his own normal constitute antigens. Tolerance of self-antigens is conditioned by contact with them during the development of the immune apparatus. Breakdown of this homeostatic mechanism results in autoimmune disease. It means in this condition your immune system will attack your own body. That's why antigens should be foreign to the body. Antigens of the body induce an immune response into another body, but there is no immune response against own antigens by the body. Thus, antigens from other individuals of same species are less antigenic than those from the other species. Fifth one is antigenic specificity. The basis for specificity is stereochemical. Thus, the portion of antigenic determinant group in the antigen molecule is important. Example, ortho, meta or para positions, and dextro, levo and meso isomers. There are different categories of specificity as follows. First one is species specificity. Tissues of all individuals in a species contain species specific antigens. These are useful in the identification of the species of blood. It has been used in tracing evolutionary relationships between species. It also has forensic applications in the identification of the species of blood and of seminal stains. Next is isospecificity. Isoantigens are the antigens found in some but not in all members of a species. Example, human RBCs antigens based on which individuals can be classified into different blood groups, that is A blood group, B blood group, AB blood group and O. These are of clinical importance in blood transfusion and in isoimmunization during pregnancy. It is also helpful in determining disputed paternity cases. Next point is autospecificity. Autologous or self-antigens are not actually antigens because they are not normally found free in circulation, hence not recognized as self-antigens. Such antigens are called as sequestrated antigens. Example, lens protein of the eye, sperms. These fragments contain antigenic determinants of appropriate size. Sequestrated antigens that are not normally found free in circulation or tissue fluids, such as lens protein normally confined with its capsule, are not recognized as self-antigens. Similarly, antigens that are absent during embryonic life and develop later, such as sperms, are also not recognized as self-antigens. But when these are released into tissues or circulation due to some injury to lens or damage to testes, antibodies are produced against them. Organ specificity. Some organs such as brain, kidney and lens protein of different species have the same antigen, called as organ-specific antigen. These cause immune response when injected with some materials. Example, anti-rabies vaccine containing sheep brain tissue cause complications in man due to brain-specific antigens of sheep and men. Because of sheep have different organ specificity and man have different organ specificity. The neuroparalytic complications due to damage of nervous tissue, neuroparalytic complications following anti-rabies vaccination using sheep brain vaccines are a consequence of brain-specific antigens shared by sheep and human beings. Heterogenetic specificity. The same or closely related antigens may sometimes occur in different biological species, classes and kingdoms, which are called as heterogenic antigens. Example, Forceman antigen or lipid carbohydrate complex is present in man, animals, birds, plants and bacteria. Here today's video is completed. Thank you.